Everything is a video. Everything is a video. Holy freaking smokes. Let me tell you. Nationers, we are back for another episode 38 of the Realist Podcast. Banner is right behind me. It's right there. It's been a while since I've actually said this because I think we recorded the last episode in like May, and I just haven't recorded an episode since, simply because I was sick not too long after the episode came out. I was also recording a video. I wanted to do one while I was down in Boise. That never happened. I then wanted to do one in Lake Chelan. That never happened. And then I just haven't done any since. Until now, Nationers, because we're back at it, episode 38. And I'm going to kind of explain why I haven't been podcasting, and then also things that I've been doing to become like a full-time creator, as well as like the brand new Instagram update that I really, really want to talk about. And then just like other things, music that's dropped that I've been really enjoying, just kind of what's been happening, why there are these two green things at the edge of my screen, and a little bit of behind the scenes of the video that I spent $1,000 on the strangest Craigslist ads, which was a wild video. I can't believe I still did that. And Nationers, we're here. We're back at it. I appreciate you guys. If you guys are here and haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button right now. We're going to try and reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year on this channel. So if you guys want to support, hit that follow button, or we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube. We hit that subscribe button. However, Nationers, so good to see you guys back. We got some good stuff for you today, such as where have I been, what have I been doing, and just a little bit of a quick update, quick summary. So, Nationers, obviously I haven't been doing the podcast. It's not because I don't want to do the podcast. There's a handful of weeks where I just like haven't been able to do the podcast. The one time that I was sick, it was like the worst week that I could have been sick this entire year. And I was out with like a 102 fever for like 4 days. I had like a really bad cough. No, I didn't have a cough. My throat was very sore. That's it. And then I just had like chills, and like I would sleep and I'd be drenched in sweat. I'd be sweating. So that happened, and it was like the week that I wanted to like record like everything of the Craigslist video, and I had to like move things back. I had to like tell people, I was like, hey, I can't actually go like pick up this item if it's like nearby, or I can't like, you know, like if it were shipped, that was fine. But it was just like I couldn't record anything, and it was a lot. So that was like 1 week. And then like the following week, I was basically recording the entirety of that video because I had to. Wanted to get that video out by the 18th. That didn't happen because I went down to Boise the 17th and the 18th. So that was fun. However, I then come back the next week, and then I'm editing that entire video that week. Yeah, and then July was kind of odd because July, I don't know why I didn't in July. This room was a complete mess. It was a complete mess. I cleaned it up earlier this week, and it was a mess. It was a mess. If you could describe a mess, it was this room. Okay? Flip open that dictionary that I know every single one of you guys have just lying around right next to your nightstand. You know, I'm sure you guys read the dictionary at night. Grab that. Flip to MESS, and there's a picture of this room. That's what this room was. And oh my gosh. Whew. It was a nightmare to clean up. I had like different stuff. There's like stuff in the locker. There's like stuff in here. Like you could see like the white thing, the white cardboard stuff. I use these for like videos when I'm like going up to strangers and whatnot. And that's kind of like what this one is. I put like a whole bunch of stuff. When I wrote Mr. Beast like 100 letters, I put all the note cards in here up at the top. There's like a whole bunch of stuff in there. I've been streaming a lot. That's been a main thing. I've been actually streaming consistently since April. I told myself after I got back from LA the second time in March, when I did like the meetup and whatnot, I had, how do you say it? I like told myself, I'm like, I really want to take this seriously. Like I just won another $5,000, like literally right before I went to LA the second time. And I was like, I'm like, this $5,000 doesn't last me forever. Like, yes, I'm able to invest that and then turn that $5,000 into like $6,000 or $7,000. However, that didn't happen. And I was like, it's basically just like a depleting tank, right? You have like a little hole in like a tank, right? And it's like, and it's draining like water, or maybe like you have a hole in the boat and now the boat's sinking, right? That's what this was monetarily. And I was like, well, streaming's been great. I've been really finding a community on there. We've grown our Discord to over 500 people, which is insane. In addition to that, yesterday, we hit 3,800 followers on there. This month of July, we hit 3 follower goals. So I had a follower goal of 3,600, 3,700, and 3,800. And not to mention, I took a week off in there for Lake Chelan, which I'll explain. That was insane. We just hit that yesterday. If we somehow in the next 2 days grow 100 followers or like 200 followers, I'm gonna lose my SHIT. My goodness. However, Nationers, that's been like a ton of fun. I've been doing that, and the one main thing that I think was really stopping me from like being consistent with that was just the desire to. There wasn't like a whole lot of people to like. There was just a whole lot of people there, so like in my mind, there was like, it was like, dang, like I only have like 3 people, 4 people watching at times. So that was like on a low end. But then like on a high end, I'd have, like 15 people. Whereas now I average like 20 people. So like to say that the average is higher than the high that it used to be 2.5 months ago, that was like mind boggling to me. And funny enough, I did a stream. So my birthday, I celebrated my birthday with a Costco pizza and a race down in Boise. So I did that. 21st birthday. I'm 21 now. And what is it? I had done a live stream on the 15th of June, and it was my best stream by far. We were averaging like 33 people. I was like, what in the world is going on right now? Like the world is flipping upside down. And it's not even my birthday, which I knew like in theory, my birthday stream would have been like a really good stream. It just would have been, I would have been telling people for like the 2 weeks, we're going to do like an 8-hour stream on my birthday. And yeah, that was that. I was like, holy freaking smokes. So, or did we do an 8-hour live stream on my birthday? Maybe that was the week before. I could be wrong. We also raised $400 for Ryan Trahan's Feeding America. Hopefully we'll be able to have him on the podcast. I got to fly down to Austin at some time this year, and we'll get him on to talk about the Penny series. So if you guys want that, leave a comment. If you guys have any questions about that series or any questions about Ryan's life and his YouTube journey, leave a comment down below for that episode when that comes out. However, in addition to like the streaming, like the 15th and 16th were like the best 2 days in like that year, other than maybe like January 1st. January 1st was like, I don't know. Like I gained like 70 followers that day, which like 70 followers on Twitch is like a lot. It's a lot because Twitch, the difference between Twitch and YouTube is like YouTube, things just get recommended to you, which Twitch also kind of has, but it's like you don't, not one-to-one. And then in addition to that, you like either have to just like find, you just kind of like have to find people through other means more than just like YouTube feeding a video to you, whether that be a suggested, the main homepage, through search. It's a wild place. So, just like growing on Twitch takes some time, and not to mention, like every single day, you have to like realize this for any streamer, content creator out there, like wanting to stream, you have to realize even if you have like 2 people there, there's like 2 people watching you. Whether you have like 5 people there, that's like a group of friends. Those people are now watching you. But if you get into like even like the 15s, 20s, upwards to like 30, like that's a classroom. That's like some college classrooms. Not to mention when you have like 50 people watching you, you're like, okay, that's like some people's graduating class if you live in like rural America. Not to mention like 100 people watching you. Huh? That's a lot. That is a lot of people. And I've like, the one thing that kind of helps me is like, I've done assemblies at like school, like where like I'll fill out a script. We'll do like stuff. We will, however, like we'll talk in front of the school, right? Like we'll talk in front of the school. And like, I went to school with 1,100 people. I'd say like 150 of those, like there's basically 1,000 people watching you, right? So like in theory, you're like, wow, it's a lot. It really is a lot. And it's super cool to like see. So that's been what I've been doing, Twitch streaming. YouTube's been kind of like I guess, put on standstill for right now. But I did upload the video, which I'm really happy about. I definitely want to put out some more short form content. Definitely want to put out some, definitely have like a really cool video that I want to do. It's just more or less about doing it. And yeah. However, Nationers, in addition to that, I do want to talk about this new Instagram update. I want to talk about it. I've heard some wild things about it. Like, why Instagram? I literally, funny enough, right before this episode, I was scrolling through Instagram, and it was like Daquan, like a meme page, right? And it was like Instagram coming up with the worst update ever. And it was like Walter White, like in the lab, like cooking up like all the liquids and stuff, and like dropping like 2 drops of this, and then like 3 drops of this, and then like just like mixing them all together. And it's like the update. I was like, how does anyone, like even Minecraft, they came up with an update, and I'm just like, who in their right mind was like, most of these companies probably have like a creative team, a pretty big creative team, right? It's not like if I came up with it and like needed to go like refer to a friend, like, hey, is this a good idea? That would have probably been a better approach. Right? Okay. Also, in addition to that, like I would have gone up into the streets and like asked like people who use Instagram, get one of these out. Get these bad boys, hold on. Get one of these bad boys, put on like, like a video, get like a television or something, right? I'm so sorry, Julian. And basically just like say like, hey, what do you think of this update? And if they, you get their feedback, you get their live feedback, like first interactions to it. And I'm like, are they doing that? Like, what is this update? And funny enough, like, I think a lot of people really turn their heads because Kylie Jenner just, she like shared like a post from like a person, that she had shared, and how it worked was, it was just like, make Instagram again. Like, I don't want to see like TikTok stuff. I just want to see cute photos of my friends. That was like the gist of it, right? That was the gist of it. And my goodness, like people were raving about it. There was like, I mean, it's Kylie Jenner. Like, if anything she posts on Instagram that's like controversial, everyone's gonna know about it, right? So, and not to say that this is controversial, it's very just like polarizing, because like, my goodness, I think everyone felt that pain of just like, please stop being TikTok, Instagram. Stop it, okay? Like, I'm upset. And I'm even a creator that likes short form content to a certain extent. My goodness. And I cannot tell you the amount of times I will be scrolling on my homepage and see somebody I just do not care about. Like, yeah, it might be something that I care about, like the gym, basketball, sports. Maybe it's just like another like business crypto thing that I, just like learning about. Maybe it's just like a something in Photoshop, like my geeky side. I swear to you, like I will scroll up Instagram right now. I will look up Instagram. I'm going to go to my YouTube account. Okay. Let's go to new post. I'm going to refresh here. Can I refresh? Should be able to. There we go. All right. Deca Boise, that I did follow. Spartan Race. We have Tough Mudder. That's a sponsored post. We got Tejas Shalur. We got NFT Money. Okay. And now there's not too many new stuff. Okay. Hinga Flips. Okay. Logan. Okay. Daniel. Suggested Reels. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. We got some people that I do watch. Okay. We got a lot of sponsored posts. I don't understand that. Juvie Podcast. Shout out to them if you guys haven't seen that episode. Am I about to I probably look like a fool right now. Probably look like a fool. I'm telling you. I probably look like a fool right now. Because I swear, there's like so many, it happens so much. Like, I just do not care. Like, everything is a video. Everything is a video. Holy freaking smokes. Let me tell you. Okay. Let me tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Out of 25 posts is a short form content. It is a short form content. I'm like, I just do not care. Like, I'm sorry, Jay Shetty. I love your podcast, but sorry, the fireworks. I'm filming my own podcast. That was the sound that you guys heard. It's just so sad. And mind you, I haven't even updated because I've heard this update is so bad. I have not updated my Instagram because I've heard that this update is bad. It is bad. So I'm in kind of like holding off. Probably not going to update, which I actually, did I? No, I updated YouTube. That was it. I had to make sure. I was like, did I update it? I'm like, I swear I just looked at my app, my phone, and it was not that. So that was that. I'm a little disheartened because like I just don't care about like the short form content. Like show me like a picture. Not to mention like the explore page is just like every single thing that I like looking at. Like it's gym stuff, it's sports, it's really everything. But then there's like certain people I'm just like, please stop showing me this. I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. And everything has like 5 different photos on it, so you have to swipe or want to swipe. It's like people are just like using Instagram at these days. Like, yes, they're obviously smart enough to do that. Do I care? No, I don't care. Make Instagram, please. So that's all I have to say about the Instagram update. It's basically TikTok. And mind you, it takes up like the entire frame. Like, yeah, you kind of still swipe, but like Instagram became TikTok. That's all I have to say. And I think everyone else is mad. Let me know. Nationers, in addition to that, I also talked about like the Spartan races. I did kind of a Spartan race. I have a Spartan race coming up. And so it would have been a year on August 7th. That will be a year that I've been doing Spartan races. And I cannot tell you like my physique, my body, how I feel mentally has just like transformed. It's been great. Been really enjoying it. And been eating a lot healthier too. Not to say that I wasn't eating healthy, but like kind of just cut out the things that weren't healthy. And then in addition to that, I did a Deca Strong. So a Deca usually means like 10. And like the decathlon and like track, right? So I did that down in Boise, and it's basically like 10, not obstacles, but it's 10 like workouts. So you do like certain workouts and you try and complete it within, however long it takes you to complete it. Some people it took 32 minutes. Some people it took 25. Others 20, 17, 15, 12:49 was the fastest time. And I hate to spoil it because it was not me. It was not me. The person is like ranked like 9th nationally now. And 12:49, 10 things, and you're like doing the thing itself, you're like, they have to do it a little, like a minute 27. Like a minute 27 is roughly around that. And you're like, dang, like some things you could get done in like 30 seconds if you really tried. Others are going to take you some time. But I'm like, my freaking goodness. Like, you were moving. If you are at 12:49, that was pretty tough. I was tired after like the third not obstacle. I was tired after the third workout. So you start off with 50 or 30 lunges with like a 55-pound ram bar behind your back. And so you do 15 each, and then you go into a 500-meter row, which you're moving. So you do that. Your legs are like dead. They're fried. And then after that, you go into like a box, kind of like a jump. You do 20 of those. Head over to sit-ups. Or you're supposed to like throw a ball up, but they don't have that there. So you just over the head, between the legs, over the head, between the legs. You do that. Go into the ski erg, which is like the thing that you ski on. You do 500 meters on that. Imagine just 500 meters. That's a lot. So then you do that. You go into, you had like 65 pounds each, 60 pounds dumbbells. And you carry those for 100 meters. You then go into the bike. You go into a 25-calorie bike, which took about like 3 minutes for me. You do that, and then you go into 20 over the shoulders. You're supposed to like throw it over a wall that's like a certain height, so it's like consistent, but they don't have a wall. So you throw it over your shoulder. You do that 20 times. And then you go into no, oh wait, what was first? Was it the sled? Was it the sled first? And then was it I think it was bike, sled, then over the shoulder. It was bike, sled, over the shoulder. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was bike over the shoulder. No, yeah, it was bike over the shoulder, and then you do a sled pull push for 100 meters. And then you go into 20 burpees with a ram bar, and it's like a 44-pound. It was a lot. I finished in 20 minutes, 31 seconds, and it was a lot. So, yeah, that was that. It was a ton of fun. It was really, really good just to, like, do. Also very tough, though. Very, very tough. And my goodness, I can't believe I even did it. Like, my mouth was so dry. Like, I wish I brought Prime down there. I wish I actually had it during my race because you could actually, like, drink water. But I did not have any. It was a nightmare. And I just suffered. And I'll probably do one again. They have, like, a Deca Mile, which involves a little bit of running in between. But we'll see. We'll see how things pop up. Because I definitely want to, like, focus on YouTube and all the things that I'm doing around that. So, yeah, that's been what I've been doing. We did a Lake Chelan. We were there for a week, took the entire week off other than making, like, thumbnails for people and thinking about, like, ideas, like, daily. But, yeah, that's basically it for the most part. And, yeah, like, with the YouTube stuff I did, like, I bought these lockers for $128. And, yeah, I mean, like, I'm going to try and split them because it seems like I'm able to split them. And then, like, make them into one locker. So, I think most people want this to be a gumball machine. And then I also want to see what other people want to make, like, the other ones. So that's what we're going to do. This one's going to become a gumball candy machine, if that makes sense. So we'll be able to, like, have, like, candy in there and, like, shelving and whatnot. So that's kind of the idea with that. Still working on it. I have a friend, Tara, who's going to help me with this because she likes refurbishing stuff. So she's going to help me with a lot of the process and painting of it because it's just, like, a lot for me to do. So, yeah, that's going to be that. In addition to really everything going on, new albums dropped. I haven't talked about the new Kendrick album. I only talked about the song, but I had not talked about the album quite yet. I might have. I don't know if I did. It's a great album. Definitely better than the Drake's in my opinion. I love to talk about it, like, in depth if you guys are really interested about it. It's kind of a long thing just to kind of go in to, and as, like, a music geek that I am, just, like, playing the viola and the piano, it's just, like, something that I like talking about. And, like, I've been a big connoisseur into a lot of the albums recently, so this was that. Also, like, the Jack Harlow album, the, what is it? Brent Faiyaz just dropped an album that I haven't listened to. Harry Styles dropped an album. Beyonce just dropped an album. Like, there's a lot of albums that I still have not gotten to listen to, such as, like, the Beyonce and Harry Styles one. But the Kendrick one I really, really enjoyed. I still listen to a handful of songs on there. Drake's, I think a lot of people really thought it was different, not as great as it could have been. And, yeah, I really only like Sticky. Jimmy Cooks I do like, but I can't listen to it, like, on repeat. Sticky I could definitely listen to on repeat. So, yeah, that's been a lot. We also bought dogs a part of the YouTube video, which was a lot, $500. So, yeah, talking about the $5,000. It was a great help. Also had to pay for taxes from last year, which was a pain. And, yeah, it was a lot. But I've definitely been doing a lot of clientele work. The Twitch stuff has been really paying off, so I've been really happy about that. If I could get up my Twitch paycheck up to, like, even, like, $300 a month, I'll be happy. I think, like, $500 a month will be good, just so that I'm able to, like, save a little bit spend a little bit for YouTube videos, and then like gas and whatnot, gas and traveling, because gas is a lot. So that, and then also just being able to buy stuff like my healthy fruits and whatnot, because I always buy that stuff. Like I said, as long as my parents pay for my gas, I will buy everything else. I will buy my clothes. I will buy my like subscription stuff. I will buy my like my food. I will do all that. I will do that if you just pay for my gas. So yeah, that's what's happened. It's been a lot. It has really been a lot. And I'm not going to lie. It's been a wild journey, and I'm excited to just like kind of step into this next chapter. I think it's like everyone does. Like last year, like looking at last year, it's been insane. Like we didn't have the podcast. We didn't have really anything going on for me as a creator. And I became $10,000 richer and $10,000 poorer. Sorry. But it's been a wild ride, to say the least. And I'm forever grateful for you guys. Episode 38, Nationers. Like I can't believe we made it here. 38 episodes deep, and I'm just excited to really just continue to push that needle a little bit further. And even if it takes like another year, like I enjoy the process. I enjoy the journey of doing this, and I have a passion behind a lot of the things that I'm doing. And I hope that comes off in a positive manner, and I hope it's brought to light through these podcasts, through the videos, through just what I'm doing on streams. Again, this and Nationers, I'm forever grateful. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day and night, wherever you guys are. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you later. Have a good one. 07. Peace.